Jesus. What kind of new skin that Junker has for the event? Ooh. What's that? Hold up. Yeah, I know that these two aren't like, yeah. Hmm. Hey, well, I wanted to get on a subject of what I've been doing lately. So that's like personal stuff. I won't really explain personal stuff, but like I know that I wanted to discuss something about the amino community. But yeah, I know that I want to discuss things about the amino community. Before I get to that, um, it's been a while since I did like YouTube stuff. It's been a while since I did like streaming stuff. It's been a while since I did any of that stuff. So if you can hear me, go ahead and tell me if you can hear me over the microphone. I haven't really tested it since I've not streamed in a very long time. So if you can hear me, tell me if you can hear me, so that I know. You know, I've told me, okay, so quick play gives me the. I've been practicing with Widowmaker a little bit more, but I'm not gonna use Widowmaker in Total Mayhem. That was a grave mistake. Widow is good for quick play, but Widow ain't good for arcade. Cause Total Mayhem you get like a lot of HP, and to get those clean shots. I'm gonna have to. I think I put it all the way up for on my end. So I don't know how much that will change, but 1 second. All right, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Because I know sometimes that if you like close a door, like in a room, maybe it will get louder or something like that. I don't know. But I didn't pick soldiers. I picked soldier. Cool. All right. What I really want to get on the topic of is with the amino community, Dragon Ball Z amino community. For to be as specific as possible, I've been going through a lot of changes, you know, recently, and I've explained many of it in blog to what I've been going through, and I shouldn't have explained anything because a lot of things don't really need explaining. Because like let's say if something pertains to me in life, and let's say if I'm going for a very long time, and if you're a subscriber to the channel and you don't know me on Amino, then they'll be alarming like, hey, where did this guy go? He haven't streamed, he haven't done any videos in a very long time. What has he been doing? But yeah, recently I've been through a lot of things, and I have moved to a different state altogether. But currently, we've been looking at going back into, our original state. But for the time being, we have to stay in this state for the time being. Information to disclose that only be disclosed to people who are my closer circles, like like friends, like very close friends, will be able to know that information. Other than that. If they're willing to share it with you, that's on them. But one thing I hate about the situation is you got some people they'll go out and say what they want on their piece and not give the entire truth. They'll tell you what they want to hear. I think, man, that's Zarya, man. No, please don't kill me. No, stupid fish fly. But basically, what went on is that like I had moved to a different state. I was going to become this or that in living wise, and some people said one thing, it led to another, and they believed who they want to believe instead of getting it from the source of the person. You know what I mean? Here you go, have healing. But one thing led to another, and the people who spread whatever they wanted to spread out. People wanted to say, oh, you know, like people wanted to say, oh, he ain't doing this, he ain't doing that, you know, he's not becoming this way, he's not becoming that way. Instead of asking it from the source, like, you know, like the close friends. Hold on, let me get up out of here. I need to get up out of here. I need to move back. Nope, he died though. But instead of getting it from the horse's mouth, you're gonna ask like random Joe Schmoes about it, and that leaves up. Oh god, let me get out of here. No, yep, I'm dead. But instead of getting it from like the source, the horse's mouth, you're gonna ask like random Joe Schmoes about it. That's not cool, and that leads me up to saying the main topic is basically the ignorance in the community, where they believe the popular source over the original source. You know what I mean? Like, let's say if somebody died, you know, somebody died. Instead of them asking the person that, you know, instead of asking the mother of the person or asking the instead of asking the person's like sister or anything, they'll go ask the friend, or they'll ask the person, like let's say if they, oh, let me go out here. But they'll ask the friend of the popular guy, or, you know, and that shouldn't be the case. You know, you shouldn't ask like the popular person what's going on in the individual's life, and not asking like the person who knows them deeply or knows every single situation. Like, I'm not gonna name anybody specifically because I don't want that person to feel like, oh, I'm just targeting them, because there's a lot of people into it. There's not just one. There's a lot of people into it. There's just more than one people. There's not just one person saying things. There's more than one person. So it's not like I'm centering somebody in it. No, I'm dead. Yep. But yeah, the ignorance in the community itself is just baffling. It's literally baffling. It's sad. It really is. It really is sad. It's toxic in that community. I'm not gonna lie about that. It's like everybody got their own little opinion about something. Everybody wants to jot down what they want to say. But thing is, I have no problem with you expressing your opinion. You know, opinions are totally welcome. You know, I love to see somebody else's side of the story, you know, but I'm not going to make that my only, you know, understanding of it. I want my own conclusion. I want to draw my own conclusion from something. I'd rather get it from multiple sources, and not only multiple sources, but get it from the original source, than to just blindly agree to everything somebody says because I feel that's my only source. You know what I mean? Get up out of that way. Man, that tracer's good at flanking, I swear. We're dealing with a pro tracer. Finish him off, whoever that is. Oh my god, who is that? Nope, you're dead. Oh my god. I'm dead. Get away from me. Got that bubble. Let me heal up. I want to say this. I know that I'm kind of like going off on long. I'm waiting for a long time to say things. It's because this is a live match. Mainly because this is a live match and I'm kind of nervous. It's crap. You doing high noon? You just high noon the Torbjorn. Come on now. I'm dead. Oh my god, I'm dead. I eliminated somebody though. But they're flipping. He looked like I wouldn't jump in that bubble with him. He flipping freaked out. But yeah. The community, the DarkXues community is very ignorant. Like, I'm not saying every person in there is that way, but I'm saying that a vast majority is that way, and it's sad to see. Like, I'll say, okay, well, I might as well tell you about their personal part, because people are going to ask, people are going to say, people are going to debate. If they find out, and people are going to say what they want to say and add what they want to add. So I'm going to go ahead and tell you, because I think I did go over it in a video regardless. So I should not keep it secret, because it's already explained in another video. So, but basically I was going to go homeless, and basically we were being evicted, and Jesus Christ, this clusterfuck in this hallway though. Yeah, I killed her. But who needs healing? You're dead though. You don't need healing, you need life. Don't run from me, Tracer. Okay, I need to get back here. No, I need nothing over there. But get back here. Oh my god, how? You bastard, why did you dance? You fucking dick. I'm gonna choose who I want this time. Fuck the meta. Fuck the meta. Oh my god, we have no healers. No wonder. We had no healers. There's a Reinhardt. Por qué? Oh my god. Just need to push and just need to push. Don't worry about killing anybody. We just need to be on the point. That's the problem. That we need to be on the point. Just be on the point. That doesn't mean fine. Just be on the point. 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 Just get on the point. That's all you need to be. Is be at the point. Fuck off, gorilla. Nobody. Oh my god, that Junkrat. Don't be afraid to go in, Junkrat. They're more afraid of you than you are of them. But cool. But basically the DarkXues community, you don't want oh my god, did everybody just die? Like, 4K, like, what the heck? Just hide behind here, just hide behind here, just hide behind here. Nope, I'm dead. But yeah, what happened was, you have some people have their own opinion about it. They say, oh, you You tend to leave the libido a lot. Oh, you the but a liar. Oh, you nothing but, you nothing but this or that, And to people that say stuff so ignorantly about something they don't even understand or care to ask about, please stop. Like, if you have little to no knowledge about the situation and you're just going off of blind faith, it's not smart at all to do. It's not smart at all. Like, let's say if you go and it's like this. It's like you go to a restaurant, right? And one of your friends suggests that you taste the Parmesan chicken sandwich or something like that. And let's say you tell, without tasting the chicken at all, you think that the chicken is good and you recommend it to another friend. And they be like, oh, how does it taste? And you lie. You say, oh, it tastes good. And you don't even taste the chicken yet. You don't know how it tastes. You don't know how good the chicken is. You just tell them because another friend told you that it tastes good. Like this same situation here. If you're gonna ask somebody about, if you're gonna tell somebody about themselves, at least get your facts straight. I said that I had have a one thing about me is that I told everybody that if I couldn't get that money up, I was gonna go homeless. That's a if, not a guarantee. If I didn't get the money up, then I would be in a situation, And that's the thing I want to say. Like if I was, like if I was going to be in the situation that I'm in right now, I told people like, hey, yeah, I got evicted. Yeah, I'm living with my grandmother, and yeah, I'm going through this. Like, people was like, oh, you lied, dude. You lied. You say you were gonna be homeless and you don't have no home. And, like, the thing is, this was a last ditch effort. This was a last ditch moment where like nobody knew that we were gonna be living with our grandma. Nobody knew. There was a last when she found out about everything and we had no really other choice, and she said, okay, we have extra room. She has her personal dining room, and she has her guest room that we could use, and that was the thing, and we didn't know until the last minute. It's not about, oh, you're lying. Like, we literally didn't know where we were gonna go. Like, if we knew where we were gonna go, we wouldn't say we were homeless or not. Like, and people were like, oh, you did it for attention. You just want attention. I'm like, am I getting attention? No. If I got attention, guess what? I would have a bunch of subscribers. I would have had so much support from a lot of people. And the thing is, from what I've seen, not many people support me, but more people supported God, leave me alone, McCray. Fuck off. No, fuck off. Why you gotta mess with me, you ass? just be a little shit. They're gonna come around here, but I kinda hate being a sniper, I swear. I get nervous. Let me go over here. Oh my god, I hate being a sniper. But I'm gonna try and be a sniper. Come on, quit moving around, you ass. They're like moving towards the back. Oh, you ass. I killed you. That's what you get. You try to make fun of me because I don't know how to snipe, you ass. Though I got headshot. He was like moving slow trying to make fun of me. Like, that's what you get. You got headshotted. I'm still trying. I'm still trying to learn how to be a sniper. Somebody just hacked. Whatever. But yeah. I usually good at the sniping in training mode. Like, it just, I'm commentating all at the same time. It's kind of running my concentration, but I shouldn't like that if you... What the? Did you? No, leave me alone! You ass! Fuck off. No. Oh my god. You got him. I want to just stay on the ground. It's more coverage and it's not gonna be able to fucking see better, line up my shots better. But they don't like the people that Dragon Ball Z meter. They don't care about. Well, from what my friend said, all they care about is your art. They don't care about your sob stories. They just want to hear and see your artwork. They don't care about what you're going through in life. They don't care anything about that. They just want to see your artwork and they want you to move on. And that's sad because art is very interconnected with your emotions. I'm gonna just flicker. No, leave me alone. Oh my god. I should stop being a sniper. Alright, alright, take care. But yeah, I'm sorry I kind of going on a long tangent about the community. I shouldn't be taking this long to explain myself. But I'm gonna go ahead and put this all and wrap it up in a little bow. I'm gonna go by point on how I think about the community and their faults and wait for me. I dare you. I'm on I have most of my ult is built up already. But my god. Right in their forehead. I should start doing a little flying thing that you can use for May. Wait, what was that? Oh, okay. No, leave me alone. Why didn't she hack me? She had the proper opportunity to hack me. Let's keep him over here. Oh wow. Zachary, could you not come back from on the hiatus and I already have people advertising in my flipping stream comments? But yeah, like that really got me. Okay, they were with one since where you did that, and then there was like, oh, did you get Miss Ariel to say to call her this word? And I was like, no, like it was like you people like I shouldn't be. People shouldn't come to me if somebody says something about somebody. You know, I don't control what you say. You don't control what I say. We say everything. We say one thing, they say another thing, and we don't like. We have a choice of what we want to say or not, regardless of who told who to say what, regardless of who didn't tell who to say what. Don't come to me asking me, did I do something? You know, did I start things? Did I do this? What they need to understand is that I'm completely out of it. I'm not going to be in that drama, and I've been completely out of that drama for the longest. I've just been doing my own thing and focusing on my own thing. So for them to come to me and tell me about what you did, well, you know, it's kind of dumb on their part because can't they handle it on their own? Like, and then the thing is, it took place on a different social media platform. I thought that the amino, I said that if you said something, it should not come to me when they say, oh, if you said something, it should not say, okay, let's say it like this. Let's say you call her this word. They shouldn't come to me and ask me, did you get her to say this? Did you get her to say that? They should come to you and be like, oh, why did you say this? Why did you say that? And they just should have left it at that. And not to mention, I thought that they said that amino. I said that I said that Miss Ariel, which is you, I said that if they said something, if you said something to them, they shouldn't come to me. They should not. They shouldn't come to me. They should just come to you because you said it. If you said something, that's what you said, and then they come from my mouth. Like if I'm gonna say something to them, I'm gonna say something to them up front. I don't need somebody else to say something for me unless it's something where I can't like have access to. Like they say if I got banned on DarkXues, which I did, which I banned myself because I hated the drama and it kind of really sparked out of control. But they say if I wanted to say something, I'll say something. I'll tell a friend. I wouldn't tell like any other friend. I'll tell this one genuine friend to tell them this, that, or the third. But other than that, if I can reach them without going through Dragon Ball Z Amino, then I'm gonna tell them straight up how I feel. But the thing is, I thought that they said that the drama from other social media platforms is not in their jurisdiction because it's a different platform altogether. That's what I thought, to be honest. That's what I thought. I thought that if so-and-so says something on Facebook, if so-and-so says something on Facebook, then so-and-so says something on Facebook. Not that, oh, if so-and-so says something on Facebook, you get them on that social media. Wow, that was pretty terrible ult, you know, on both of their parts. Wow, come on now. But what the heck? Oh, I died from her venom mine. I'm like, she didn't even aim at me. She was just doing a whole completely different fight. But what the heck? Why? Your ass. I'm coming up there. I'm gonna kick your ass. Nobody cares if they get banned on DBZA, to be honest. If you care about being banned on that place, then that's on you. Like, people shouldn't care because you make another account. What the heck? He survived! He freaking survived! Oh my god, how are we gonna get through this? We're gonna get rid of that turret. Oh my god. Die. Finally. Jesus. I'm gonna go around here. Oh my god, he's gonna kill me. Whatever. He's gonna kill me. He didn't even die. Oh my god, the splash damage is so dumb. But the thing is, I hated the fact of the matter that they said that the reason why they got upset with me is because I kept leaving and I kept coming back. That's not no reason to get upset over something. Like, and if you're upset about, okay, I died instantly. Alright, maybe I need to pick a different person. What do we have? A Reinhardt? I'll pick Bastion. Even though there's a Widowmaker to be a dick. But, okay, I can be turret form and I can heal. Okay, making sure. Because they're already at the point, that's the thing. Okay, we have a Widowmaker. It was Lucio. That was healer. No! You fuck. I'm dead. Save me, Diva. You cuck. But nobody, like, the thing is, got some people out there. Well, I want to change the subject. I want to say this. Just gonna spray and pray. Gonna spray and pray. Oh, why'd you get out the point? Whatever. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and end that match, but I'm gonna really explain what happened. But this is what happened. Basically, people got upset with me because I kept leaving and coming back. That's one thing, and they got upset with me when I said something about my personal life. And I only said the close people to me, like people who are close to me. If they told you, that's on them. If they told you something different, that's on them. It's not on me. Like if I said something to a close individual and they spread it differently than when I said it, that's on them. Like I can't control what come out of somebody else's mouth. That's one thing. And I can't control what everybody else say about me. I can only tell them what I know, and what I know is the truth. I'm not gonna lie to you about anything, because what's the point of lying? I'm in a situation right now, and everybody can see it, you know? And whether people believe me or not, that's on them. And for as going about as leaving and coming back from Amino, you should not hate somebody for leaving an area, coming back from an area, and leaving it again. Or coming back and leaving. It's just like this. Imagine you got tired of the drama, right? You got tired of the drama and you left YouTube for a while, you know? Oh, I'm leaving YouTube. You come back. Okay, I'm back. You leave. Okay, you leave. You come back. Okay, you come back. You leave, you come back. You leave, you come back. And when you leave and come back like that, it should not generate hate. It should not. Like, it's just leaving and coming back. Like, it ain't like I'm going out there and saying, oh, I really hate this community so much that if I leave, I'm going to do this to myself, or I'm going to do that to myself, or I'm going to keep doing this, or I'm going to keep doing that. And they understand about my mental situation. They understand that I'm going through this or that or the third mentally. It should not warrant hate to anybody if they're going through mental issues. If anything, there should be more support from it than hate from it, you know? And when I left, guess what? When I left the Amino, I left. I legitimately left. I left that community altogether. And I went to a different community. And the only reason why I came back is because Veggie told me to say, hey, you know, you shouldn't be leaving Amino. Because this is a dumb reason to leave, and you should say your own break or whatever. And she was like, oh, I told the reason why I left Amino is I hate the drama on there, I hate the bull crap, I hate this, I hate that. And she was like, oh, that's a dumb reason to leave because you have so many friends on there that love you and respect you, blah, 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 blah. And you should just stay for them. And I was like, okay, that sounds alright, but I didn't let it click in my head yet that that was kind of a weird way to stay for that reason. Because at the fact at the fact of the matter, you should leave because you felt like you should leave, and not anybody else telling you to stay. It should be your decision at the end of the day. And that's what she said to me. That I think like the second time I left, she said that it was a decision on my part if I wanted to leave or if I wanted to stay. And I was like, I wanted to leave. And basically, when I finally did left for a longer period of time for the second time, people contacted me less. People talked to me less, and it felt kind of sad and disturbing that I can't talk to the people I used to talk to. I can't talk, like let's say if I wanted to talk to them, right? They'd be like, oh well, I just want to be on Dragon Ball Z Amino. I don't want to go on this Amino. I don't want to go on this Amino just to talk to you, or some other reason vaguely explaining why I can't do this or that or third. And I'm like, okay. And there are some who did left, like not left Amino, but like joined another Amino just to talk to me. And it still became a rarity when they did talk. Most of the time, they spent most of their time on a different Amino. And that's completely understandable. Like, if that's your main place to go, is Dragon Ball Z Amino, and that's where you mainly be at, you're going to spend most of your time there. But it felt kind of off when you barely can talk to a person and they're a friend. And I understand that, you have other friends. I mean, that's what your friends on different Amino. And it's like, you don't want to leave because you don't want to leave a friend that did nothing wrong, but you don't want to stay in the community that did everything wrong. You know what I mean? You know what I'm trying to say here? Like, if I left that community, I want to leave where I'm trying to prevent it from going out the because sometimes you leave for a long time to go out. But I don't want to buy that. But you want to make sure that if you want to leave, it's your decision. Like, I don't want to stay in a community where it is constantly at me, constantly yelling at me for something, for other reasons they're disclosing. And I didn't like the way that I was treated when I left, finally. Because if I finally left the community and that's what you wanted from me, why are you giving me more hate than when I did when I stayed? If you wanted me to leave, why are you hating me more when I left than when I stayed? It makes no sense to me. You're calling me this, calling me that, while Arya left behind my back. You're not gonna tell me, like, hey, in my face, like, hey, you this, you that, a third. If you got something to say it when I was there. Don't say it when I left. And that shows a real sign of cowardice. And I understand I need to get past that kind of situation. But the thing is, I kind of hated that when I did left, the drama still kept going. The drama still kept going on after I left. And it really made me upset that I can't leave a platform and I can't leave that drama either. It just carries over to another area. And basically, I had a friend who I used to talk to on the Amino, and she was cool. We was cool. We was chilling, and basically, she met this other person who changed her mindset about me, about everything, basically. And I told him that if I'm going through this, and if she asks me what's wrong, I'm gonna tell her what's wrong. I have the ability to tell somebody what's going on with me. I have the ability to tell them what's not going on with me. If they want to take it to heart, that's on them. If they want to not take it to heart, that's on them. But I'm not gonna sit here and, like, people understand, like, you don't need to prove yourself. You don't need to give all your information out like that. If you're telling that you're going through this situation, why do you need to keep proving yourself that you are? Why do I need to prove myself? Why do I need to prove to a friend if I'm going through this situation? Whether you believe me or not, it's all on you. But I'm not gonna sit here and keep proving myself to you. Like if you want to say, if I want to say, oh, I'm going through this, oh, I'm going through that. If it's completely understandable within the context of the situation, it's your choice to believe me or not. But don't let that belief be the hate that you generate on anybody. You know, like I want to make an analogy about it. Where like let's say if let's say I tell you about if I want to do some animation, right? Let's say I want to do an animation for the first time. And let's say if I want to say, oh, well, I'm not doing animation. I'm still kind of busy. You know, I might not do the animation. It might be canceled. Well, oh, I got a perfect example. You know how when they was like saying that people thinking that, oh, I knew Friday Night at Freddy's 6 is coming out, and then Scott said that before that he said that the Five Nights at Freddy's series was canceled because he want to work on other projects. I don't see anybody getting upset with Scott because he changed his mind about canceling the franchise. And if he did cancel the franchise, if that's just a red herring, then that's just a red herring, and he really did cancel the franchise. Don't take other people's words as belief to make judgment on other people. Like if your own not let your own judgment be your final judgment. What I say, don't let your be your final judgment. If you want to understand what I'm saying, and if you want to get a clear indication of what I'm saying, ask me. Don't ask the Jex Joe Schmo across the street that barely knows anything about me. Like, ask me personally, what do you want to know? Like, if you want to know this or you want to know that, if I'm not willing to give out information, be satisfied that I'm giving you some kind of indication of what's going on. If I want to give out something too personal, respect that, you know? Nobody wants to give out all their personal information out there. And nobody wants to tell everybody about every single part of the information out there. If my information have gaps in it, or if I'm not telling you something that you want to know or you need to know, then ask me. Don't just make your own conclusions. Drawing conclusions make problems. It starts wars. It starts conflict when you draw your own conclusions from something that you barely know the subject about, and then when you draw the conclusion and you try to state it as fact, and then everybody else roll with it, and everybody else go and say whatever they want about it, and then they attack the person, and they're like, "What in the heck did I do?" Instead of asking them, "Hey, why did you do this? Why are you going through this? What's going on now?" Nobody's asking the person that they should be asking. They're just asking random people. And it's sad to see that people have that sheep mentality. Well, let's say about this. Okay, I'm going to sit here and I want to point fingers, but I'm going to sit here and say, oh, if you talk to the curator, one of the curators at Dragon Ball Z Amino, and he says, oh, he left because of the hate that he got, and he left because of this reason or that reason, and that's why he left. Okay, if you in your mind you say, okay, he left because of the hate he generated. Why did he get hate? So you ask, instead of asking the same person, try to ask a different person. Try to ask Veggie. Why did DarkXues leave Amino? And she'll say something like, oh, well, he left because um that the hate from him leaving and coming back we got too strong, and he just left. He just didn't want the drama anymore. And not to mention he has personal issues that he won't disclose to anybody else. But he did tell me about it. But if you want to know, you ask him what you want to know from it. Like something like that. If she's willing to disclose information, that's on her. If she's willing to say, oh well, he had went through a lot of problems with his family life. You know, he was going to go through this, he was going through that. He got evicted, and now he living with his grandmother and all that other stuff like that. And he's have a lot on his plate. And Dragon Ball Z Amino wasn't making it any better with the drama that they generated on him. And it's kind of messed up that nobody wants to defend that issue. All right. I want to know if you can still hear me because I think I had dropped my headphone by mistake. But if you can still hear me, tell me. Everything is all right. It's just I kind of hate the way that people spread misinformation about me. Like let's say if I know that Brad she said that I know that Brad said that basically I was going homeless and I was going through this and people said, "Oh, I'm just lying about that," regardless if I showed proof or not. Like I showed only to my friends the proof. I didn't. I only told my friends what happened, and if anybody else leaked the information out, that's on them. If they didn't give you the solid proof that I gave them, that's on them. But don't just sit there on the information and not wonder what's going on and just say, "Oh, I'm just taking it at face value. He's not telling the truth because he didn't give the information that I wanted from him, but I didn't ask him." You know, it's like going to Walmart. Like I told Artworks, it's like going to Walmart and you're looking for the pickles, right? And you see a Walmart employee and you see a regular customer. It's like instead of you asking a Walmart employee, you ask the daughter of that customer, "Where are the pickles?" You know, like you just don't ask nobody that has no indication of what's going on. And if they do know the indication of what's going on, can they lead you to the right answer that you want? She might lead you to a whole new different aisle that she think the pickles might be on. Look, she likes to spread drama. She likes drama. And she's a drama whore. She is a drama whore. She is. All she do is just spread drama, misinformation, only to fuel her non-existent life that she's carrying on. I'm not gonna say I don't have a life, but I'm not gonna sit here and start up shit because I don't have a life. Like I'm gonna watch anime, I'm gonna play games, and I'm gonna watch videos, and I'm gonna make videos, and I'm gonna do something productive, and I'm gonna start mess. I'm just gonna explain what went on. I'm gonna explain myself because I need a platform to stand on. Look, this what happened. Everybody got. Sometimes people need their box sense, and everybody understand that you need to get the box sense, you know. And the thing is, I wanted people to understand that you're not giving me a platform to defend myself on. If anybody needs a platform to defend themselves on, it's me. Because guess what? I didn't say much after I left. I did not say much. Anybody in the community, they all had a platform to stand on that go against me. And guess what? I had no platform to defend myself at all. But guess what now? I have one. I have this. I'm going to explain what actually went on in my life. I want to explain what actually took place in my life with this one video. I know it's been 48 minutes. So if y'all can go in the comment section and when I start explaining what actually carried on in my life, put that timestamp in the comment section. Or I'll just do it in the description or whatever. But this will actually happen. Starting at exactly at 49 minutes. This will actually happen. Basically, when my mother passed away, my father got ill, and then he passed away. And then we needed a place to live. The only place we had to live is at the dormitory because we were in college. My sister was just starting out in college, and I already was I was already a year and a half in college. We went into college. We go and we applied to go to different dormitories within the downtown area, and we found the dormitory at there. If you want to do your facts, get it straight. I went to the dormitory called 112. We stayed there for like a year, maybe, like a little bit more than a year, maybe just a year, or probably maybe not that. But we stayed there a year generally, and before that year was up, we had difficulties with our financial aid. When I had went through a very bad depression, it was during my taking my classes. And when you have a very severe chronic depression, your mindset changes a heck of a lot. You start thinking the worst of things. You start thinking that everything is pointless because you're going to just end up dying in the end. And a lot of mental trauma comes back from when you had depression the first time. So I had flipping Vietnam flashbacks of when my father had passed away. Had one of when my mother had passed away. I kept hallucinating that my dad was there. I kept hallucinating that my mom was there. I kept hallucinating that I heard my dad's voice. I kept hallucinating that I heard my mom's voice. And I kept seeing these things. I kept feeling these things. And they kept tearing me apart mentally. And I went through a lot. I'm not going to just sit there and be like, oh, I went through. No, I legitimately went through a lot in this course of, I think, like 3, maybe 4 years. I went through a lot. And not even just the course of the 4 years, but the course of my entire life. We went through something. And I'm not going to say that everybody don't go through something. Everybody go through something. I'm not going to say I'm less than anybody when going through something. I'm not going to say I'm more than anybody go through something. But everybody takes things differently. Everybody goes through different things. And everybody's a different person to the point where somebody can handle it, but somebody else can't. You know, everybody's different. You handle things differently. Everybody's not the same. That's what make the world go around. You know? And basically, when I had going through that trauma, I started flunking because of that mental stress. I couldn't handle it anymore. I was on suicide watch from like my school. Police over to check up on me every now and again when my sister's gone. And I had to tell them what time my sister leaves to go to school and come back because they wanted to have a cop to come over to check on me whenever our sister is gone. Because I was legitimately on suicide watch. Cops came over and checked up on me and everything. And if you want any proof of that, I'll go through Skype, I'll call my school, and I'll tell them, and they'll tell me back, and we can talk on Skype, and I'll give you the proof then. But I don't need to do it. But if you ask me, I will. Because guess what? If somebody needs that much information from you to prove to you that they want to know if you're telling the truth or not, that's just stupid. Like, I don't understand. Why do you need proof? Why do you need proof of something if someone got it going through this mental situation? You know? It's not like you're on Keemstar. You're not Keemstar. You're not a drama alert, you know? You don't need no proof from me. Either you'll believe me or not. That's all I'm asking you. If you don't believe me, cool. But don't just spread misinformation about me if you don't believe me. Leave your opinions about me to yourself. If you're going to tell the truth, tell the truth. If you're going to tell a lie, keep it to yourself. Nobody wants to hear your lies. Because at the end of the day, those lies are going to come right around and come back to me, and I'm going to hear it, and I'm going to get upset because somebody said something about me that isn't true. I don't want no drama. I just want peace. I want peace. And I don't understand why Dragon Ball Z, you know, said things and did things and just circulated hate for no apparent reason. And guess what? At the end of the day, I left. It's not on me no more. But they put it, and when I left, it went back to me again. But on Instagram, it went back to me again, but on my amino. And I had to ban people because of it. If you're going to sit there and follow me and spread more misinformation about me, make sure that you don't. Because not only will I ignore you, but if you're on my amino, I will ban you. And I don't want to hear more garbage. And I don't want to hear more drama out of that situation. But to continue what happened was I had lost my grant during that time, and and we had a lot of difficulties keeping up with rent. And basically I had to go fill out some forms to go get reinstated in school. and during that time we had to move, and I don't know what we had to do because we had to do something because we couldn't stay with my second oldest sister because of her boyfriend, and I couldn't stay with our older sister because we had no room. So we was up creek. We didn't know where we were going to go. And the reason why I was going homeless was I was legitimately going homeless. Like, we didn't learn anything until the last minute. Literally, we didn't learn anything until the last minute. And when we found out that our grandma had extra rooms, we took the opportunity. We went to the first person that gave us the opportunity to live somewhere, which was our grandma. And that was legitimately at the last minute. We had to hurry up and pack up. I think within the course of like 4 days. I think maybe 2. Let's see, 4 days. Because I know I had cleaned my room. It took 2 to clean, and then the other 2 to start boxing stuff up and move out on the last day, on the 4th day. And we had went through a lot of stuff. We had little to no time to hurry up and move because we on a deadline. And once we moved out into a different, the different state altogether, we went to Alabama, and that was my grandma's day. And basically we had moved here, and that's where I'm at now. And I'm working on trying to get back in college. They accepted my appeal, but they denied my financial aid appeal, and because I needed some more supporting documents on every single term I had felt I need supporting documents for it. Regardless, I had supporting documents then, I'm gonna still need it now. So if I'm going to go ahead and get those, I need to get the eviction notice papers from my one to court. I need them to email me that. I need my mother's death certificate. I need my father's death certificate. I already have supporting documents of when I visit the hospital, but I probably need to visit one again about my mental health. So I probably need to make an appointment to see the doctor at some point. And once I give those documents over to my school, then they'll probably consider me for a financial aid appeal. But if they don't, I already have a backup plan. So that's what's going on with me now. I don't want to disclose way too much information than I need to, because at the end of the day, 1, I don't want to jinx it, and 2, we're trying to look into something a little bit more better than just staying in the dorm. So I wanted to say this. If you want information about me, or if you see somebody saying something about me they want information from, don't just tell them everything that you know. Tell them to ask me. At the end of the day, let's ask me about me, and not anybody else. Not Miss Ariel, not Veggie, not Artworks. Ask DarkXues about DarkXues. If you want to know about him, ask him. I have no problem telling you about me. Should I just tell people about me all the time? I just tell my friends, but look, if you want to know about me, ask me. No problem. I tell you. When I was going through the situation, I was legitimately going through that situation. And nothing will change that situation. But people were going around here saying I'm lying and stuff. They ain't even asking me. And when I give them proof, they deny it. You know? I've been showing them, I showed them screenshots of my rent money and how much I do, and I showed them my eviction notice and how it's signed by the rent office. And the thing is, you can call them and ask them, hey, yeah, just ask me. I have no problem with people asking me. Just ask me. You shouldn't ask everybody. You shouldn't take, the thing is, I don't understand why people ask everybody else but the person they need to ask. I need to know why that. Why are you asking Mary Jane? We could ask flipping Spider-Man. Don't ask flipping Mary Jane about Spider-Man. Ask Spider-Man about Spider-Man. Mary Jane knows as much as she can about Spider-Man, but guess what? Spider-Man knows Spider-Man. He knows everything about himself. If you're gonna tell you about himself, let him tell you about himself. But if you don't believe what Spider-Man has to say about himself, then that's on you. You shouldn't ask anybody else. Alright. Well, I'm gonna end the stream now. That's all I got to say about it. And I'm gonna just share the stream off to people who needs to learn and know about what happened. But yeah, this is probably gonna be one of the videos in a very long time because I haven't made no videos like this in a while. But if I do go back to streaming, I will say I will, and I will stream. I won't make an announcement on like that because it's not a grand thing. But I'll just stream whenever. It'll be a long time since I stream again. So yeah, thank you guys for watching and take care.